Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good at the Christian water cooler.
Welcome back to the Christian Water Cooler with your hosts, Bill Gruber and Kaz Taylor.
Well, they say that seeking God builds character. Today, we're going to talk with someone around whom God has built many characters. This is Kaz Taylor with comedian, author, motivational speaker, and, well, fill in the blank. Hey, Frank Shelton. You've got a few voices, and you go from the scriptural perspective and ministers to politics and movies. One of my favorite people, and he actually crossed over the different political spheres, was Ronald Reagan. He was one of my guys, and I wonder what Ronald would say today as he looks around what's going on in the world. What would Ronald have to say about things like that?
Well, Kaz, my fellow Americans, Nancy is, well, still holding down the fort. And, well, we've always wanted to be that city shining on a hill, and, well, we've gone from Obama to, some suggest, an abomination.
Oh, my. So, President Reagan, what would you do differently in the Congress today?
Well, I'd open up more than ever with prayer.
Wow. Now, a lot of people are saying prayer isn't for the Congress and it isn't for schools. What do you say about that?
Well, God always blessed America. God was here before America, and to our demise, if we don't seek God, God will be here with or without America.
Oh, my goodness. A lot of things are going on in this world, Ronald, and I wish you were here. I'm going to give you another challenge, and I know that you're up for it because you like to do this kind of thing. Let's invite Billy Graham to do the invocation when the Senate resumes and the Congress resumes. Let's have Billy Graham say his prayer as he might have done years ago in a more of a free environment in the Senate and in the Congress. So, wow. Billy Graham, would you come up and say the invocation prayer to begin this?
Let me have to ask him. And what's neat is I heard Dr. Graham one time not only opened up the House and Senate chamber in prayer, but he also preached on the east and west front of the Capitol, so maybe since he was used to attracting crowds, we'll have him outside on the steps.
You put him wherever you want. It's your celebrity voice.
This is Dr. Billy Graham, and just the other day, a woman came into my office and with tears subsiding said, "Dr. Graham, can you help me?" And I paused with all sincerity, said, "Ma'am, no, I cannot, but I can lead you to the one who can." She told me she was discouraged, depressed, and thought of death daily. I showed her the scriptures, how Christ climbed Calvary's cross for her. And America needs God. There's a hunger, and we need to turn to Him.
Wow. So, Dr. Graham, what words of encouragement do you have to say for the politicians today and the people that are in the thick of the tidal wave that is happening as a result of the legislation that is being passed? What prayerful thing would you have to say, Dr. Graham?
Because that's a great question, and I pray daily for our leaders, and I have the utmost respect for them, Democrat, Republican. They're all Americans, but my heart is that we would be a Christian nation. They have a chance to lead in a magnificent way. But the Bible is clear. To whom much is given, much is required. And the truth is when we stand before the Lord, being an American or a U.S. House of Representative is not enough. We need to have the name Christian. And my prayer is that they would have not only peace and power, but purpose during their term in office. Because true power is not in the White House, it's in God's house.
Wow. And Dr. Graham, and we're talking, this is my listening friend, this is Frank Shelton. This isn't really Dr. Billy Graham, but boy, it sure sounds like it. And I'm asking him to kind of take on the character of Dr. Graham and ask a few questions from that perspective. So, Dr. Graham, if you were to open up the Congress when it resumes again in prayer, what would a brief 60-second prayer be, Dr. Graham?
I would say that true strength is not in our military, but it's in our morals, and we're on a slippery slope. I believe our best days are ahead, but the truth is we need to humbly bow. We need to clean our own house and put away political parties and just do what's best not only for God and the country, because it's been said that if we don't stand for something, we will fall for anything. And for America to be great, America needs to be good, and that is my heart. I trust the presidency. I've had the privilege to meet many of the leaders, and I believe our finest day is ahead. But we're at a crossroads, and the road always goes to the cross. And we'll get through every crisis when we cling to the cross.
Oh, my. Thank you. Frank Shelton, my listening friend, this has wrenched my heart, because those are the kind of words I think that Dr. Billy Graham would say as well, and he has been one of the most stalwart, straightforward believers that has impacted the Congress through the years. We're going to have Frank Shelton stay with us for another segment or so, because we've got a lot of fun things we're going to excavate.